In this video, I'm going to teach you how to use the Microsoft Office Word Home tab. You will learn how to do copy and paste, cut and paste. You will also learn how to apply bold, italic or underline to your text. We'll also look at how to change font style and also align our text and many more coming up. Hello and welcome back to this new video. If you are new to this channel, this is Online Office Teacher, where I help you manage your data and information through online video just like this one. So if you are new here, consider subscribing. Now let's jump into the video. So in this video, we are going to look at the Home tab of the Microsoft Office Word application. If you open Microsoft Office Word, you will see that the application has grouped all the commands you'll be using into tabs. So here we have the Home tab, which is always active the moment you open Microsoft Office Word. We also have the Insert tab, Draw, Design, Layout, up to Help. So in today's video, we are going to concentrate on the Home tab of the Microsoft Office Word. So we shall look at some of these commands. We'll try our best to cover the most important commands we have under the Home tab. We may not be able to look at some of them, so let's get started. Now, if you look at the Home tab, all what you see here, starting from paste down to clipboard, then up to this very end, is called the Home ribbon. So the whole of these commands here is called the ribbon. And because we are under the Home tab, we can qualify it as the Home ribbon. So looking at paste, cut, copy, and format painter, they are all grouped under clipboard. And if you come to this side where we have fonts, bold, up to font color are all grouped under fonts. Likewise, bullets, paragraph, alignments, up to borders are all grouped under paragraph and what have you. So we are going to pick them one after the other and look at how they work. Now the first thing I'm going to do is perform copy and paste. Paste will not work if you have not cut or copied some text. So to do that, you just have to highlight the text you want to copy. Like I've highlighted, then you click on copy. Then you go to the location you want to see that text. Let's say I want it at the end of the document. So here I'll click on paste to launch it. So this is how we perform copy and paste. However, cut and paste will take the text completely from its current location to whichever location you are taking it. So for instance, underline here, I want to cut it. So after highlighting, just click and drag the mouse to the end. Then you go to cut. The moment I click on cut, it will vanish. You see that? Then you go to the location you want it, say here. Then you click on paste. So that is how we perform copy, cut, and paste. Now let's jump format painter for now. We shall come back to it later. Alright. So the next thing I'm going to consider is font. Font is the typing style of our text here. So currently we are using a particular typing style, and that typing style is Calibri. So we can change it to whatever font style we want. That is depending upon the font style we see under this software. So to change font, you just need to highlight the particular text you want to apply the font to. So I'll come here, starting from this portion up to this. So the whole of this paragraph, I want to change the font style. So after highlighting, I'll go and drop down the arrow beside font. Then I'll choose Times New Roman. This is the font I want to use. So you see that the typing style here is quite different from what we see up here. I want to apply different font style to this paragraph. So one other way you can highlight the whole of this is just point your mouse on any part of the paragraph and triple click. It will highlight the whole paragraph. Then you go to the drop down arrow and choose the font style you want. How cool is that? Okay, moving forward is font size, where we have 11. When you open Microsoft Office Word, the default font size is 11. You can change it to whatever font size you want. Alright, so to do that, I'll highlight the particular text I want to change the size to, then go to the arrow beside font size, drop it down, then choose whatever size you want from here. You realize that upon hovering on it, the size is changing depending upon which number I've hovered on. So I want it 16. Alright, so this is how we apply font size. Now you can also change the font size by using this command, that is increase font size. Let me highlight the whole of this, only this heading. Then as I'm clicking on it, you see that the font size is increasing, and you can reduce it by decrease font size. So as you are clicking, it is decreasing. So this is how we can change font size in Microsoft Office Word. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to look at is bold, italic, and underline. I'll just use the whole of this on one paragraph. So after selecting the whole of this paragraph, I'll click on bold. You see that the thickness of the text will increase. Let's also click on italic, and then our text is italicized. Then we can also underline. However, you can apply different form of underline. After selecting, you go to the drop down arrow here, then you choose any of these line styles you want. So as I'm hovering on them, you see that it is affecting my text. Alright, so I'll just pick this one for learning's sake. For practice, I want to bold this text, so I'll just highlight, then click on bold. I want to italize this text, I'll just highlight, then click on italize. Then I want to underline this, I'll just highlight, then click on underline. As simple as that. Take note, the reason why we are seeing this double underline is that it happens to be the last underline style we used. That's why it is assuming this. So our text is still selected. You can go back and choose the simple one. Okay. Now next is strike through. Usually you use this command when you want to cross out something from your work. So I will just select this, then click on strike through. So this is how it works. As simple as that. Now the next two commands to consider are subscript and superscript. So this one is for those who want to type mathematical functions. So let me go to the end of my work. I need 30 degrees Celsius. Take note that the degrees Celsius, it will be very difficult to type it, so that this O here will hang on top of the 0 we have here. So to do that, you just need to highlight only the O, then you click on superscript. It will go up. So that's how we do it. And the subscript is for those who want to type number bases, say 2 base 5. So you just have to bring 25. From there, you highlight only the 5, then you click on subscript, then it will go beneath. So this is how we work with subscript and superscript. Now the next command I want to consider is change case. With change case, we can use it to change our text from small letters to capital letters, or the vice versa. We can also use it to capitalize the beginning of every word. So let me demonstrate. I want to change the whole of this such that every first letter in every word be capital. So after highlighting, I go to change case, then click on capitalize each word. You see that every first letter in each word is now capital letter. As simple as that. Let's practice on this. Times New Roman. After highlighting, you go there, then capitalize each word. Now I want to make the heading capital letters throughout. So after selecting, I'll go to change case, then uppercase. So this is how we use change case. Now let's come to text effect. This one will add some additional effects to our text. For instance, after highlighting Microsoft Office Word, Home tab explained, I'll go to text effects, then I'll choose this one. Then our text will now assume that particular style. So let's make another change once more. So upon hovering on any style, you see that it is affecting our text at the background. So when you get the style you want, then you click on it. As simple as that. So this one is for those who want to create some beautiful text. Next is text highlight color. This one, we use it to put emphasis on our text. For instance, I want to draw people's attention to this group of words I've highlighted. So after highlighting, you can just go there, choose any of the colors you like. So here, I'll just choose black, will hide it. Let me go for this. Alright, so this is how we apply text highlight color. So I'll do it again here. After highlighting, you just go to any of the colors and click. So this is how we do it. Now, having applied text highlight color, let's look at how we can take it off. So after highlighting again, I'll just go back there and choose no color. As simple as that. Next is font color. This one will change colors to our typing styles. So after highlighting Times New Roman, you go and drop down the arrow and choose any of these colors you want. So as you are hovering on the colors, you see that it is affecting your work. So I'll choose this one. So that's how we apply font color. So if you want to reverse this, you just have to select again, go back and choose automatic or black, whichever way you want. But I like that color I selected earlier, so I'll just go back to it. Alright, now the last command on the font group is clear formatting. With clear formatting, you can reverse whatever formatting you have done on your text. For instance, the whole of this paragraph, I want to reverse it back to this font style. So after highlighting it, I'll just click on clear all formatting, and it will go back to the previous font style. So that is clear all formatting for us. Now let's go back to the clipboard to make good use of Format Painter. Now you see this formatting we have done on Times New Roman. I want the same formatting on the top heading here, but I don't want to go and choose colors, underline, bold, or what have you. So what I need to do is just highlight the whole of this, click on Format Painter. You see that our mouse has changed to a brush. So just from the beginning, click and drag to the end, then you release your mouse. Your title will assume this same formatting. How cool is that? Now let's move to paragraph group. So the first thing I'll talk about is alignment. So we have align left, align center, align right, and then justify. So all these alignment styles will change your text accordingly depending upon whichever one you have clicked on. Currently, align left is active. For that reason, you see that the left side of our text is in a straight line, whilst the right side is in a zigzag form. So let's choose any of these alignment styles after highlighting all this portion. So I'll click on center. So you see that every single line we have on our document will center itself. Alright, now let's highlight again. We go to align right. Now the right side of our text will be in straight line, whilst the left side in a zigzag form. Let's highlight again for the third time. Then we click on justify. And we justify, both the left side of our text and the right side will all be in a straight line. Before we move forward, it should be noted that all this formatting we are doing, you can actually highlight the whole of your work by pressing Ctrl A on your keyboard and do them once and for all. Like go to font, choose Times New Roman or Algerian for the whole of your work. You see that you don't need to do them one after the other. So I'll click on undo font formatting to go back to the previous formatting. Next thing I want to do is line spacing. This particular command will give us the opportunity to create spacing in between our lines. So after highlighting, just click on the command, then I'll go to double, that is 2.0. So this is how it works, as cool as that. Now you realize that the spacing in between the lines and that of the paragraph, they are not the same. I'll show you why. So after highlighting, let's go back to line spacing, then we choose line spacing options. The reason is that if you go to spacing, you see that before it is 0 pt, that's 0 points, and after is 8 pt, that's 8 points. So the reason why this portion is wider than the lines in between here is that here the number is 8. Let's make it 0 and watch something. So I'll use the down arrow keys. That's 0. Carefully watch after I click on OK. You see that the space here has reduced, and here too, and they are not the same as the spacing we have in the main paragraphs. So this is how you can work with line spacing. And this particular spacing I've done is usually used for documents like project works, thesis, and what have you. Okay. You can actually use different line spacing options. 2.5 to increase the spacing the more. 1.15, you see that, and then we have single spacing. So all this will depend upon how you want your work to appear. Next is shading. We usually use this for headings like this or that. So I'll just select this. You don't even need to highlight, just click anywhere in the text, then go to the drop down arrow. So as you hover on the text, let's look at our work. So upon pointing on black, you see that the text automatically has changed to white so that we'll be able to read. Okay, so I'll just choose this. I like that. So my advice is that always try to use this on headings when there's a need for you to use it. Next is borders. With borders, you can bring lines under your text. So let me highlight the whole of this. Then I'll just click on the command straight. It will bring a line under the last line. What if you want the whole of this paragraph to have a line surrounding it? So you just highlight the whole thing. Click on the arrow beside borders. Then you choose outside borders. As simple as that. Now going up, let's look at indents. We have decrease indent and increase indent. Let me show you. After highlighting the whole of this paragraph, I'll click on increase indents. You see that. So there are instances you want to move the whole of a paragraph or a single line towards the right side of your sheet. So this is how you do it. Just highlight the whole thing, then you click on increase indents. And decrease indent will bring it back to normal. Decrease indent will not work if you have not applied increase indent. Let me show you. After highlighting the whole of this, I'm going to click on decrease indent. You see that nothing is happening. So you can only use it when you use increase indent, then you can use the decrease to bring it back. Okay. Now show or hide. This command will just indicate the beginning or the ends of the paragraphs we have in our work. So click on it. You see that it has marked the ends of every single paragraph we have there. Alright, I'll click on it back. We don't need it. Next is bullets and numbering. Let's go to the end of our work. Before we look at bullets and numbering, let me explain this. All what we are doing here is formatting. We are formatting our text to assume different style, colors, and what have you. And it is important to know that you can do formatting before or after typing your text. So all what we are doing now, we have typed our text before we are doing the formatting. You can also format before you type. For instance, here, if you are typing, the text is normal, it is not bold. Let me remove it. I want it bold, so I can click on bold, and I also want it underlined at the same time. So whilst I'm typing, it is bold and also underlined. So that is formatting before or after typing. I'll remove it. Then I'll go back to deactivate underline and bold. So now we want to apply bullets before we type. So I'll just click on it. You see that our work is now indented. Okay, so I'll say women, men, girls, boys. Okay, I've ended my typing, but upon pressing enter, you see that bullet is still active. So to deactivate it, just hit enter for the second time. So that is how we deactivate bullet if we want to move out from the bullet list. Alright, so next is numbering. So I want to get some numbers. So here I want to finish typing before I apply the numbers. It's just the same. You can apply the numbers before you type, or you type before you apply the numbers, just as I've explained. Formatting can be done before or after typing. So I will say women, men, girls, and boys. I've finished typing. So to apply numbers, I will just highlight everything, then go to numbers. Just click on it. As simple as that. So formatting can be done before or after typing. Now I'm not going to look at multi-level list. You can check that later. Now the next thing I'm going to do under paragraph group, or the last thing, is sort. So with sort, we can use it to arrange our text or our work from A to Z. That is, if they are in a form of a list, like we have this list and also have this list. So you see that women is on top of the list here, followed by men, girls, and boys. So I want to sort everything from A to Z. So if I use my eyes correctly, boys will be on top, followed by girls, men, and then women. That is after we use sort. So you just click on the command after highlighting, then you see that ascending is active here. Ascending means from A to Z, from 1 to 10, from 1 to 100. Descending means from Z to A, from 10 to 0, or from 10 to 1. So ascending is active, then I will just click on OK. You now see that boys is on top, followed by girls, men, and women. Alright. Now here, let's do descending. So after highlighting, and I think it's already in descending form, so nothing will happen. Let's click, go to descending, click on OK. It won't change because it's already in a descending form. Alright. As if I knew how to make my work easy. Okay. Next, we are going to look at the styles group. That is where we have normal up to strong. You can even drop down the arrow to see more. Now styles is nothing but combination of some font style, font color, and what have you. However, they will also give us some special thing that I'll explain in a moment. But before we do that, let's highlight the whole of this paragraph, then go to this style. Upon pointing on it, check our text. You see that the size has increased. Now let me move back to heading 1. The font size has decreased from this title to this. Meanwhile, the color has changed. So every single style you point on or you click on will assume the particular style we are seeing in these boxes here. Alright. Now we are not going to change our text to any of these styles on the paragraph, but we want to apply it to our headings. And this is where the thing gets interesting, so that we'll be able to move from one section of our work to another. Okay, but before we do that, let's enable the navigation bar here. There's a pane we usually see at this side of our work when we are using Microsoft Office Word, but it's not showing. We can get it. Let's go to search here, then type navigation. Okay, we see it here, open navigation pane. Just click on it. We are there. Alright, so we see that we have search, document, headings, pages, and results. Alright, now let's go to headings because something good will happen here. Now, I want us to do something in such a way that we have 3 pages document showing here, 1 of 3, meaning we are currently in page 1. Meanwhile, we have 3 pages. I want us to work such that we'll see this heading under the navigation pane, and we want to categorize everything under headings and subheadings. So I want the top heading to assume heading 1. Take note, it will give us the style here, at the same time give us the heading here, such that we can be able to click on it to move from one page of our work to another. So it is highlighted, you click on heading 1, it will appear here, as simple as that. Alright, going down, we have Times New Roman. You don't even need to highlight the whole thing, just click anywhere in the text, then you go to heading 1. So you see that. How cool is that? So meaning we can click here to move to the top part of our work. You can also click here to move to Times New Roman subheading. Okay, going down, I want bold, underlined, and strike through to be subheading 1, meaning all these 4 headings will be under Times New Roman. So I will highlight this, hold down Ctrl key on the keyboard, click from here, here, and there. Then I'll click on heading 2, and then everything will fall under Times New Roman subheading. I can click on this arrow here to collapse it so that you wouldn't see those subheadings anymore. Going down, we have Microsoft Office Word Explained. Okay, this is not a real title. I can just change it to something else. So after highlighting the whole thing, I'll say bullets and numbering. Okay, so to take care of the whole of this, so click anywhere here, then I'll choose heading 1. So we see that, let me collapse this again, we have 3 headings, that is the various sections, and under Times New Roman you have some subheadings following. So you can click on bold here to take you quickly to the bold section. You can click on Microsoft Word here to take you to that particular section. So this is how we apply styles. So assuming you have a 1000-page document and you want to scroll to see every single section. Let's say you need a particular section which is under page 500. So you can quickly click on it from this pane to take you there. As simple as that. The last thing I'm going to talk about is find and replace. Forget about select. When we go to insert, we'll make good use of select. Alright, back to home. So now there's a particular word or a couple of words in your document you need to work on, but you cannot pinpoint exactly which page that word or those words are. You can use find to get to it. Okay, so quickly I'll click on find here, and the navigation pane will be activated with the insertion point there. Then I'm looking for online office teacher. I've finished typing, bam, it has taken me there. I didn't do anything. And Microsoft Office Word is also good enough to tell us that online office teacher is under the Times New Roman subtopic or section. Let's scroll up a bit. Let's see how it is located. Strike through, take note, is under Times New Roman. Underline, bold, and italic are all under Times New Roman. So this is it. So this is how we find text in our document, most especially when we have a lengthy document. Alright, so I'll close this to take me off the text. Now I want to do another find, but this time around, after finding, I want to replace that word with another word, or those couple of words with another word or another words. So I'll go to find again, then the search will be activated. Meanwhile, you see that we have online office teacher there because we just finished typing it right now. So I'll take it off. It will move away from the highlighting section. Then I want to find elements. Okay, after typing, you wait. It will take you to elements. And according to Microsoft Office Word, it is having 3 search results. However, I want to work on the second one, not the first one. So I'll click on the down arrow to quickly take me to the next elements I have in my work. So I want to replace this word with another word. So I'll go to replace. A dialog box will appear under find what containing the particular word we want to replace, elements, and then replace with. So here you now type the word or the group of words you want to replace with elements. So I'll say components. Is that the synonym to elements? I don't know. You can find out. So click on replace. Now after clicking on replace, it will take you to the next elements we have in our document. If you want to replace that one too, you click on replace again to do that, and it will continue to do that till the end of the document, then begin to go to the top part of your work again. I don't want to replace again. I'll close. So now, because our document is lengthy, it will be difficult to find components. So let's search for components. Already, components. It's only one there because that is what we replaced. All right. One last thing I want to do under find and replace is that I want to find some particular word. Meanwhile, that particular word is repeated so many times in my work. So I want to replace all the repetition in my work. So let me see. I have best here. I want to find and replace it with good. Or which word? Okay, well. That well fits. Okay, so after highlighting, go to replace. Components is here because we started earlier. When you close Microsoft Office Word and come back, you wouldn't see it. So I will say, which word am I going to replace it with? A. Very. Okay. So I'll click on replace all, meaning every single word that is called best in my document will be replaced with very. So I'll click on all and it will tell me something. We made one replacement. Do you want to continue searching from the beginning? I will say yes. Well done. We made 3 replacements. So meaning I was having the word best repeated in my work 3 times. So you click on OK, then you close this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is it on how to use the Microsoft Office Word Home tab. I hope you found value. If you really do, please hit the like button, subscribe, and also enable the notification bell so that each time I post a video on this channel just like this one, you will be the first person to know. Until then, peace.